Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Mom or Kay from Millennial Mom, and yes, it's been a couple weeks since I've been on live, but thank you for hanging in there. I really appreciate it. If you know my story, you know what I'm battling on the back end, but I do have some news for y'all about that. But I want to tell you that on today's episode of 90 Day Fiancé, listen, even though I'm starting at it mid-show, it looks like mid-show, mid-season is where to come in at, because the previews of next week going forward on the upcoming episodes of 90 Day Fiancé seem like where all the drama is coming. Now, let me say, before I continue, if you are new here, please consider subscribing. I usually do the 90-day franchise, but I stepped back for a little bit, had other things going on in the background. Married at First Sight, and try to get some other things going on. If you caught one of the shorts from this weekend, the Doubling Down with the Doricos are coming back Tuesday, May 30th. And if you're unfamiliar with them, go back on their channel, catch some shorts and some videos. Been a lot of controversy. They're supposedly divorced and the child support and all other stuff. So that's going to be juicy coming up. I will be doing reviews about that too, and possibly going live with what's going on with that too. But thank you to everybody who has been waiting in the background for me to come back with the show. I appreciate that so much. If you're A1 day ones or have been here for a short time, I really appreciate it. Those of you who have reached out to me, I appreciate that too, about how I'm feeling, how my health journey is going. That really means a lot. You really learn who your true friends are, okay? Who your true friends are. And that's that on that. All right, so let's see who's in the comments. Hey girl, hey Sharon, hello, and hey Miss Tamika, yes, you're glad you're feeling. Thank you. It takes a lot to get this energy back. I'm telling you right now. It takes, after treatment, I have a treatment, and then it takes about a week after treatment. That's when the side effects happen. So it's about 8 to 10 days after treatment for me to come up, get energy, all that stuff. So it's a process. But I want to tell y'all that the last time I saw my oncologist, I am back in a remission status, so that's awesome. I was on a maintenance plan, so I get to stop treatment for a little while and just bounce back and feel like me. And, you have me now, so here we go. So thank you for asking about me and, just hanging in there. I really, truly appreciate it. So, all right. So are y'all? Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that so much. And Miss Tamika, thank you. Are y'all ready for this 90 Day Fiancé? Now, originally I talked about it on the finale of Married at First Sight. I originally didn't want to do it this season because sometimes you get tired of the same old players. For example, like Sharon is tired of the Gino Jasmine thing. Okay, me too. But, Shekinah and Sarper were kind of like getting on my nerves. It's like, I'm tired of Sarper. But, I don't know. Is Sarper trying to turn a corner this season? Like I said, even though I haven't reviewed it, I'm starting now. Like I said, with the upcoming episodes is going to be a mess. We will be here to talk about it, okay? But I've caught up. I've definitely caught up. So this live is not going to be very long. Y'all going to help me out a little bit with it. I did take some notes, but I will tell you I have some concerns. Some valid concerns about, a few of these couples on here, okay? And even the throuple going forward. And to be honest, do y'all think TLC is trying to set us up for another throuple with Gino, Jasmine, and what's his name, Matt, and her new baby? Because if they are, they can keep that. Okay, keep them on their own separate, whatever they're doing. I'm not interested. Congratulations, Jasmine. You got what you wanted. Okay, You got what you wanted. That's all I got to say. All right. Oh, hey, Cynthia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cynthia. I really appreciate it. I really, truly, truly do. So what you say, Tamika? You concerned about all of them? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. I hope you all know who I'm talking about. I will have pictures next week for those of you who are just getting back into it too. I didn't have time to post their pictures, but like I said, what are we on, episode 9? Yeah, so if you've been watching, you know who they are. But if not, even for myself, I have to kind of be like, who am I talking about? So, all right, here we go. So let me do the invite. Gosh, you would think I haven't been on here in months. I'm like, what am I doing? So I'm going to drop the link so if y'all want to join. And again, I appreciate everybody thinking about me, praying for me. I really, truly, truly, truly do. I truly do. All right. So on this season, we have Sarper and Shekinah, okay? Greg and Joan, Stevie and Mahdi, okay? I'm side-eyeing Stevie and Mahdi. I'm side-eyeing Greg and Joan. I'm side-eyeing next couple, Mark and Mina. I'm side-eyeing the throuple, okay? We have Juan and Jessica. Juan, listen. You already knew what it was when you was with Jessica the first time before she even got pregnant. You already knew what it was with them kids, them Dennis the Menace kids. But now you really, and she already told you she lived in what, cow country, Wyoming or Montana, wherever they do cows for food and milk, whatever they do it for. She already told you it's population of less than, 10,000? She already told you what it was. And you thought you was going to get like the cruise ship? What? Okay. No, sir. You get exactly what you deserve. Now, I give you kudos, Juan, for taking care of your baby, the effort, and for her kids. But you know what? Jessica kind of left out a little bit of detail about how her house was set up or whatever. Okay? She left out a whole lot of detail. I was like, Jessica, you are so out of line for that. But hey, that's just me. All right. So I think Jessica and Juan are about the only people I'm not really side-eyeing, because Jessica gave him the halfway truth, but Juan was like, nah, it can't really be that bad. Anyways, you ready backstage? All right. I see you, girl. Hey.
Hello. How are you?
Look at you, Miss Fresh.
This ain't gonna last. I'm tired of it already.
I like it though.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not side-eyeing Jessica and Juan. I'm side-eyeing that best friend.
Her too. Listen, why is she so broke up about you cheated on her?
Yeah, that's what I'm side-eyeing. It's giving single white female.
That and a Stevie situation.
Okay.
Stevie's not being honest either. Anyways. Yeah. All right. So that's the introductions. Like I said, thank y'all for rocking with me, and I'm caught up now. Let's just get Sarper and Shekinah out the way. Let's get them out the way. I think every week they're going to be first. Just to get them out the way. Now, like I said, Sarper has come a long way from when we first met Sarper to where we see Sarper now. He's come a long way. Now, I'm not saying he is, I see you backstage, redemption qualities, but he's come a long way from, just seeing the 10,000 women on his breath. That's all I'm going to say. Because they on his breath. I don't care what you say. I mean,
they on something.
So anyways, backstage, you ready before I get started? Okay. Here we go. How you doing, sir?
Hey.
How y'all doing?
All
Good.
right.
How are you?
Good.
Oh, I just went over, I don't know if you heard me before you came on, but about the people I'm side-eyeing already. But we will always start, who?
All of them.
Oh.
Anyways, what was I gonna say? We will always start with Sarper and Shekinah going forward. And like I said, this is going to be a review for everybody. Like I said, even though I haven't been on here, I caught up, right? But like I said before you came on, Devontae, was on the upcoming episodes. Oh, I came on at the right time. I came on at the right time. That's all I have. All right. So Sarper did a nice little whale-watching excursion with the daughter and Shekinah. I thought it was a nice gesture. I've done whale-watching. I've done whale-watching in Hawaii. And I've seen whales in Alaska on 2 separate occasions. So, I mean, you can't predict the weather when you're on the ocean. You know what I'm saying? The ocean's the ocean. So if it gets rocky or turns rocky, whatever. But here's my thing, though. Not only did Sarper get sick, why was he sick next to the refreshments?
Nasty.
Did y'all notice that? Because I like to look around the entire scene episode. Because I'm like, oh, what's that refreshments over there? You know what I'm saying? Because I have a big bag and I don't care. All right. But anyways, I thought it was a nice gesture that he did that. And I thought the interaction, I can't remember, what's her daughter's name? Sofie? Is that her name?
Yes, I think so.
I thought it was very telling that Sofie was like very honest. It was like, you know, I know my mom knows you, but I don't know you. I need time to get to know you. You know, I need you to get to know our family better, you know, especially what happened with the aunt. You remember when the aunt went to visit last season or so? She's like, I need to make things like right with the family before like things could be right with me. And how do you think things could be right with my mom? But Shekinah's gone rogue. I don't think she even cares about that anymore. I think the only person that would rock the boat would be if he wasn't cool with Sofie. So what do you think about that scene in general? So we could just move past them.
I just think that, yes, you know, I think he's trying to turn over a new leaf, and with her daughter, you know, I don't think it's about the family. I think he has to have a good relationship with her. Right. And so, but I get her point saying, you know, you got to get along with the family as well. So,
yeah. Well,
yeah, I was over them before they even started.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general, you know, you should want to get along with, even if they're adult children. Yeah, definitely. Because otherwise, you know, if you I'm just gonna call it like it is, a real, not a true parent, a real parent. Like if you don't get along with my kids and vice versa, there's nothing we can even talk about. You know what I'm saying? Not long term. That's just me. All right. So, did you have any thoughts about that?
I agree with y'all about her with the daughter, but she's trifling anyway. So, you know, I'm not shocked.
You just gonna leave there? She trifling. She is trifling, but I'm just saying. And have y'all seen? Like I said, I haven't been on here for a while, as you know, but have y'all seen a couple weeks ago? I think Shekinah wasn't liking people or In Touch Weekly or something. Like she dissolved all her fillers. I was like, who is that? She looks like herself. She looks like somebody regular.
Because right now, as soon as she ran up and hugged her daughter, I'm like, who's again is that?
She got her cheeks, her lips. She might have maybe a little lip, but all the extra cheeks and eyebrows and forehead, all that's gone. And her hair is dark. Yeah, I was like, who is that? Like Shekinah. Shekinah who?
I know.
So yeah. Anyways, Greg and Joan, side eye. Man, I should have been more prepared today. Side eye. Now, I can't believe the roles are reversed this time to me. Y'all could think differently, but
no.
It's Joan finessing Greg. She here on the finesse?
I mean, I think no.
What you mean, no?
Why she finessing him for?
What you think? A green card.
I mean, hey, he finessing himself. I mean, I don't feel like what she asking him is like finesse stuff. She asking basic stuff.
I'm not just talking about. Okay, let me refresh this. Like I said, this is
Okay.
episode 9, and this is my
Right.
first review. I'm talking about from all the episodes up till now.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
maybe
what
a
I'm talking about.
little.
For everybody, we're talking about. So all the episodes up till now. Now, last night's episode was, to me, regular. Like, he should have been had a job. That's old
Man
news.
had a job.
You know, he should have been.
How y'all
I mean,
doing?
some people, you know, should have moved out, but there's sometimes people have special circumstances of why they don't as adult children to help out their families. You know what I'm saying? There's special circumstances. But since you know you have somebody coming over from somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? In general, he should have had a much better game plan instead of like baking bread every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's
Fixing
going on?
somebody's drain. Like, I get, like, I'm not faulting him for living at home, whatever. Your mom got a big
Right.
enough house. I mean, it's not like y'all on top of each other. But you live at home and you ain't got no job? How you ain't at least got a job? Like, even if you helping your mom out, you ain't got a part-time. Like, you have no income. Where are you making your money from? Are you just
Right.
stacked all your money that you had and you just, once it get low, you go get a job real quick or whatever, and then do, like, what is we doing?
Sure. I don't know. I don't know if you heard me, Tamika. This episode reviews about from 1 till now. You know,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. I think she, you know, she low key finessed him, but then she got over here. He's like, you don't have nothing for me to finesse, so you know, you got 2 weeks to get a job. If not, I'm going home. See, because she keep threatening to go home. My thing is, go home. I mean, does he look like he's gonna have a job anytime soon?
No. And his timeline of moving out the mama house is 2 years. And then she left a good job and stability in Uganda to come here to live in a room with an overbearing mama.
Right. Well, it's her
Yeah.
house, though. It's her
It
house.
is her house. And I don't think he was truthful to an extent with her, you know, and so I get where she coming from, but that all, you got 2 weeks, you got a month, and after a month, you know, I'm leaving. Okay. Because after 2 months, he's not gonna have nothing that much say because he still gotta pay for a wedding. He still gotta, everything has to come out of his pocket for this wedding.
Right. The wedding,
you know,
the dowry, you know, all the
everything.
yeah. So
So yeah,
I
she
don't know.
better go to Amazon, get her wedding dress. Or Shein.
We're gonna touch on Amazon and Claire's in a minute. But I think that she has an attitude with his mom for no reason. That's not his mom's fault. You know, like, oh, well, you know, she needs to go out more and she needs to do this, do that. I mean, just so you could do a little something. He's still don't have no job.
Right.
He still can't provide
exactly.
for you. He's not, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, this gives and I really hate to say this about us, like, you know, she looked at the opportunity. Because he clearly didn't have nothing then or now. You know, it's not like he lost it. He didn't have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. Okay.
Yeah. And while he trying to do her, he need to be getting a job, putting all that energy into getting a job, going on interviews.
But I feel like he could have a job in 2 weeks. You got an interview. I mean,
yeah,
you could have a job in 2 weeks. It don't take no job a month to get back to you. Not no whatever you trying. They didn't call you for the interview. Either they're going, if they don't call you in a week, you probably ain't got that job.
But still, even if you get the job, you know, you have to, you know, go through the training. There's a probationary period.
I mean, yeah, but she said get a job. She ain't say She ain't say start your 401k. She said get a job. He got him a job.
With
Even though his job sounds sketchy, that job he said, assistant staff facility or whatever. What he say?
he
Uh,
just,
uh,
just just don't even think about it. He trying to work at the rec center for the summer. He
it
took over
sound like a janitor. I was like,
Right.
what did he
He,
say?
he getting a summer job.
Assistant facilities manager. I said he a janitor.
Yeah, it sound like a
Building
summer job.
engineer.
Yeah, a
He's
summer
the
Right.
job.
building engineer.
Yeah,
I'm
that weren't
like,
no shade. It sound like a summer job at a rec center. And there's no shade in that, but he's too
No.
old for that for what he's trying to do. You know
he
what
Mm-hmm.
come on this. If he come on this TV with a referee jersey, I'm pass out.
I mean? He might. He might. All right. Let's move to Stevie and Mahdi. Side eye on both sides. Okay. Both sides is a side. First of all, it gets under my skin how these women come across as if like they just have no idea how things work in other countries. You know what I'm saying? Especially, we always talk about other countries that have things where women are second-class citizens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stevie, to me, has not been trustworthy along the way. I think Stevie is not living in her truth. And Mahdi gives me a little crazy body eyes. He gives me he definitely would go back to his home country. Because if that's the first thing that you talked about, believe it.
Mm-hmm. And remember, she's in her late 30s. He's in his early 20s.
What was her name from last season? The Tiger Lily. Almost.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm, that's right. That's what it is, Cynthia. Mahdi acts like a robot, shows no emotion. That's what it is. He acts like a
Mm-hmm.
robot. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but he just came from a conservative country, so he probably don't know what to do. He probably like, oh my God, she got on yoga pants, and I ain't used to seeing women look like that or curved, and I want to look, but I'm on TV too, and my shaming my family. It's probably a lot going on,
Yeah.
especially like the women, like how they are in his country. So it's probably taking a lot out of him, like for people, American women, to come up. I don't want a handshake. Give me a hug, like a hug. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, I
I
didn't
can't touch
disrespect.
women.
I didn't disrespected your partner. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like I
Yeah.
feel like it's a lot going on, and I feel like why is everybody acting like he couldn't be homesick? He left a country and his whole family.
No, I believe he's homesick, but I also believe he'd go home
Oh, yeah.
at the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, but I
That's
mean,
if
if he
his
already
country will take him
left.
back.
I feel like if you left, they probably ain't going back. Especially once they get them a job, it's a wrap.
Mm. Um, what do we think about Stevie's friend?
She was getting on my nerves. Ma'am, sit
Yeah.
down. Sit down. Sit down. Why are you more upset than her? Oh, we know why you more not upset as her because
Mm-hmm.
she did what she did. So she ain't tripping because she know what she did.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Mom, I ain't got no door because I got kicked. First of all, what? Can we get a tour of that house? Why is it's upstairs, but everything downstairs? I've
No,
never
no,
seen a
no,
house
no, no,
like
no,
that.
no.
No,
Not
no, no, not them. That's Jessica and Juan.
Stevie
What
and
I'm talking
Mahdi.
about?
Stevie and Mahdi.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord, I'm so sorry.
that's okay. That's
Stevie's
I was ready to go off.
the
Okay,
girl that they went out on a date and then she was like, tell me what's going on. You ain't tell me.
oh, okay, yeah, my fault. Okay, wrong
Yeah.
friend.
let
Sorry.
me dial it back. Let me dial it back. So Stevie's dad is taking Mahdi to a monster truck show, and
Yeah.
maybe not every time Mahdi comes up, but he's always talking about the things, and I understand because he's from a country that does what he says that do. We've seen
Mm-hmm.
some on TV. You know, he's not familiar with the Star Spangled Banner. He's not familiar with the American flags everywhere. He's not familiar with different things like that, right? So, you know, he's at the monster truck jam. He's like, oh, I was expecting to see this and that. But I'm giving it to Stevie's dad, who is trying to take his time out to even consider talking to Mahdi based off his views. Okay. And his views give me on the back of his neck the color of Tamika hair. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, that event.
One thing about the flag. Remember when he said in the beginning, he know about that flag because he said the only time I remember seeing the flag is when it was being stomped on or burned in our country. So he know, but he may not know about the anthem, but he know about that flag. He's seen the flag before.
He know about that flag. He know about that flag. And there's always a reference to something. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I give he may not feel like he'd be welcome home, but that's why he gives me he would go home, because he doesn't give like he's comfortable. He don't even seem like he's comfortable with Stevie. That's why I say that in my personal feeling.
He probably didn't been seeing stuff around the house. He probably seeing who she hang with, the town she in. Probably like, what's all this?
He ain't seen all them boobs.
Yeah, what's this boobs? Make America great again? What's going on?
No.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I said, and then he took you almost to a rally. Monster truck. What do you think being a monster truck place?
Right.
Like,
but anyway.
Well.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So we're gonna talk like that Sheen, that Timu. I'm gonna go Claire's, okay? Because when he said to Stevie's dad, you know, I would like to, you know, ask to marry Stevie and pull that box out. I was like, where that from? That from Claire's, the kid, the Claire section? I'm like, is that real?
He got it from the Goodwill. Remember the Goodwill, and who was that? And they got there was the Love After Lockup. They got the ring from the Goodwill.
Yeah, girl. I said,
I thought he said he got it from Iran though.
He did. He did, but it's just the presentation. I was like, I didn't like the color of the box, but it weren't even in no box, you know. It was a clear ring case. It was costume.
I mean, that's a little. But he said that he don't, in their country they don't do that.
Well, but whatever they do and don't do, the point is they've only known each other for what? Not very long. Been around each other for what? About
3 weeks. 2 weeks in the USA and 1 week in Iran.
Like, you know, when he said that, me and Stevie's dad said at the same time, I'm like, that's not enough time.
Not enough at all.
So why you let your daughter bring him over here? Because I'm pretty sure, I bet you helped.
No, he didn't know. Remember, she brought him to the house, and she told him a day before, either that day or a day before. So he didn't know that he was coming.
I couldn't believe her friends helped. I'm like, helped.
Yeah, they helped fund it.
I was like, you got some good friends. Cause ain't no way my friend, hey Vontae,
absolutely,
I'm trying to bring this girl from Afghanistan over here, and what that got to do with my bank account?
Right, nothing.
I ain't being your co-signer. I ain't being nothing.
None of that.
No. I don't want to be involved. None of y'all visa. I'm good.
Yeah.
But you know, any parent, regardless of how old your child is, would have concerns over that, whether they're local or not, and especially if they're not local, if they're foreign. You know, you have to think that there's other things going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the fact of, you know, from the region that he's from, and just, you know, the secrecy of it all and all that stuff. Now, later when they went to go glass blowing, I think this is where you got confused with Jessica Devante. This is the friend I'm talking about, because the friend was like, oh, you know, they're like, oh, pick out the glass blower. First of all, his hair though, dude been blowing glass a long time. Either that or he got burnt up. Fire Marshal Bill, was that Fire Marshal?
Let me tell you something.
Anyways, she's like, "Oh, babe or honey, whatever," she said. We should pick out like our wedding colors, and she didn't even know what they were. And
Right.
so a friend asked her the question, like, "Oh, so when's the wedding?" She's like, "Oh, didn't really know." So they went to go talk in a gift shop. I'm like, how do you still not know when your wedding is?
Right. Cause he ain't going nowhere. She ain't letting that man go back.
He's stuck. It's a wrap for him. He ain't
Yeah.
going back. Who going to? Okay, you saying you going back? Who gonna pay for it? I had to get help to get you up here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't know if you saw Cynthia's comment, but she says Mahdi wants a green card. I don't believe he loves Stevie.
She don't love him either. They don't know each
No.
other.
Yeah. I think if he had the option, I think he would go back home.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
think now he
Yeah.
just
I
in
don't even
too
think it's a
deep.
green card. I think he'll go back home.
Yeah, I think he in too deep now. You might as well just do it now, cause just like
Yeah.
she ain't got no money. You could just tell by just the way she living, and her friends had to help her, so she
Yeah.
obviously don't got that type of money to be just. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, she can probably get you back on a flight, I guess, but that ain't gonna be cheap to go to Iran.
Right. And
So,
again, if they want him from, he's been here.
but everybody's saying he acting weird, but he not really acting weird. He come in your house, and your house is full of women's breasts. That's all you paint. That is weird. Why
That's
are you
very
acting
weird.
like that's normal? Like, yes, you're a woman. You can appreciate the woman body. It ain't no other page in here but boobs. That's
Right.
crazy to me. So it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, is it an obsession? Or is this the only thing you know how to paint? Or you good at painting? You the master painting boobs. We get it. You can't paint, ain't no rabbits. You ain't even paint the Iranian front flag for me.
Right.
Like, welcome
No
home.
bowl of fruit.
Nothing. No, nothing. Yeah, you ain't even paint a little house. Nothing.
Little
Like,
house on
why
the
is this the
prairie.
only? Yeah,
Yeah.
like, what is you doing? Is you telling him, like, hey, get used to it? Like, what was you trying to do? I didn't understand it.
She's not living her full truth. So,
No.
it's
So she
anyway.
paint out her truth. That's crazy. But she is in a small town. Where's she at?
I think
Next,
Mississippi.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know where she at, but in a
I,
small town. In a small
I think
town.
it's
yeah,
Mississippi.
yeah. She
Mm,
probably That's probably what it is. Then.
She is. Yeah, Mississippi.
mm,
Yeah, that's
okay.
probably why. Yeah, that's why she painting. And I get it. Okay.
Mm. All right. Let's move to Mark and Mina. Side eye. Side. Wait, I'm about to go. I
I
went to
tried to
sleep.
get.
That's how
I
much
tried
I
to
side eye Mark and Mina.
get it a doubt, Mark. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was something about you, Mark.
You tried to
Yeah,
give Mark the benefit of the doubt.
I
I did.
mean, I tried to give him a little bit of a
No.
benefit.
I
Like, I
did.
mean, I just thought he was
No.
in a rock and a hard place with his daughter. Like, she was doing too much. But now it's all starting to, oh, it ain't just the daughter, it's in everything.
I
Mm.
knew
It's the
episode one
daughter too.
with them.
She doing too much.
The whole family. Grandma, sit down.
Yeah. The brother. The brother
Yeah.
was
Oh,
doing
yeah.
too much with the barbecue.
Hmm. And why the
Uh,
girl with the melanin in her skin didn't speak up for her melanated sister?
Because she ain't messing up her check. She said, oh,
I was
hey,
thinking that too. Like she don't got nothing to say.
she probably like, they finally ain't questioning me. Go ahead. We. Because it ain't on me no more. It ain't on me,
Right,
we.
right.
Listen, I'm gonna need, but she did come with a better wig when we gonna see her meet Jordan or whatever name is. But
Her twin.
we gonna need Mina to get some better wig than part. I mean, I know I don't wear the best, but
Yours
You
look
can't
better
do
than
nothing
hers.
else with that little baby head. Jeez, you got.
And that baby always got on headphones.
Now cover your ears, sweetheart. Mark!
Ooh. But let me say something positive. Let me say something positive. She's pretty though. She's
She's a
beautiful.
very cute little girl.
The girl,
Right.
Very
yes.
cute.
I love kids. The kid cute, but like, you could do a little bit more. I know she ain't got a lot of hair, but come on now.
No, I was talking about a mama. I want to talk about the baby.
Oh yeah, she cute. Yeah, them.
She's pretty. She's
It's
pretty.
It's
Yeah.
just them wigs. Yeah, them wigs is
Uh,
bad. I was like,
Them
come
was-
on. He flying airplanes out his backyard. He got a little money. Go on, splurge. You need to
yeah.
find the nearest hair store .com and get some shit.
Listen, for Scott to be 58, he presents like he about 60 something, but that's
I
just
mean,
me.
Mark,
Man,
Mark,
he ain't 58. He got to be about 63.
yeah, he presents older than that to
Yeah.
me. But I mean, first of all, Mark got a lot of problems.
Mark need new
Jordan is
friends.
one of them.
Mark need new friends.
He need new friends because Diane
Bad.
threw him under the bus, rolled it over,
Under the
backed
monster
up.
truck.
Okay. She was like, "Room, room. I'm gonna run him over. I'm gonna back up and run him over again."
And then she said, "Let me give you her number." I said, "Oh my goodness."
I'm like, "You his friend?
Soon as you
Or
walked in,
friends
oh, did
like
you get a
you?"
BMW? A BMW? What you talking about? Mark like, oh, BMW. When he hugged her, it was like, shut up.
Right.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
the truth was, she was like, I just thought these are things you already knew. No, she don't know about Mark's sugar daddy problems. She
Right.
don't know
And,
Mark's sugar daddy
and
problems.
Jade is beautiful. And Jade, Mina has some Jade vibes.
True.
Yeah. They similar. Definitely they could be
Mark,
cousins.
Mark a passport, bro. Come on. That's what he is. He actually flying the plane though. That's the difference. He ain't just
Right.
flying.
Right.
He flying the actual plane with the passport.
Mhm. But I think that Jay, he probably wanted the stuff with Jade, and Jade was like, "Nah, no."
Because Mark
Mm-mm.
is probably, well, not probably. Besides him being sugar daddy, he's probably a cheater.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, all your girls in different countries, of course.
Right.
and different. I got in different area codes.
All around the globe.
Hey, hey. Right, exactly. And it's just again, the fact of why your friend would say all of this to your new person, regardless if they thought they knew you knew or not.
Exactly.
Regardless. And why take them to their shop to spend your
Right.
money for all the tea? So now,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Later in the episode, I thought it was funny when she put them outfits on because she could wear some outfits now. Okay.
Oh, she looked good. That white outfit. I was like, okay, sis, I see you. Angelic.
She was like, "Where you going?" She goes, "Oh, I'm going to meet Jordan." He goes, "I thought you were joking." She goes, "No."
I will find how to get an Uber, and I will go meet Jordan.
Listen,
Or go meet Jade.
I don't care what Jade, Jordan, whatever her name is.
Jade.
The point is, the friend already dropped the tea.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's up to Mina to decide what she's going to do. But here's my thing with Mina. I think that she said 5 years they've been together. So I think that she had an agenda as well, because she's much younger coming to the States. To me, anytime you leave your other children, I know she only has one.
That's I don't care.
Flag.
Right.
Nope.
For the pursuit of, that's an
Yep.
issue for me. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you trying to have another kid? Okay, Jasmine.
Trying to secure the bag. She know what she doing.
Right.
Okay, Jasmine.
Right. So
yeah, I forgot about her. Mm-hmm.
real
Mhm.
side eye. Okay. So I know they weren't on the show, but we're gonna talk about Jessica and Juan. I don't know if you heard me say this before you came on, Devontae, but I said Juan is not getting like them cruise ships. You're not getting all that, throw your beads for some,
Mhm.
top. You're not getting that up in
Mm-mm.
Wyoming, and it's nice up here, but you go downstairs and here's our room and there's the boys' room and there's only the door in the bathroom, but we can't get it in because the baby got to sleep in the bed with us and the boys is on the creep in the bed because they used to sleep with their mama.
What kind of house is that? Like, is that like a tornado house? Why is everything in the basement?
know.
Like, is
Ridiculous.
it like, do you got a roommate and you just not want to talk about it? Because it's just not making no sense. What is upstairs? Like, upstairs look like it was big enough. Like, it looked like it could be a room up there. So what is going on?
But why is there no doors on your
On your door.
bed?
Yeah. Yeah. Nah.
There's no
Right.
privacy. You know what I'm
At
saying?
all.
So,
You need to tell your kids, there's a man living here now. Well, he need to tell them, hey, look, boys, I'm here now. Y'all got to chill out. Don't be just hopping in bed. Knock first. Knock.
mm-mm. The only
Mm-hmm.
Teach
time
your kids how to knock. Well, I guess they can't knock on nothing yet now. I don't
the
think.
only time they probably get some freedom is when the boys go visit their daddy.
Up the street. Well, they'll be going up the street every day around 5 o'clock. Go up the street, go up the street and jump on a trampoline for about, I need about 45 minutes.
You is
45 minutes.
silly. Mm.
So,
I mean, they literally up the street. Ain't no way. We ain't no privacy. Hey, come get your kids real quick, man.
yeah, I think Juan
Mm-hmm.
has always been on the edge, but this may push him over the edge more because Juan needs some more culture, and he's never, ever gonna get it in cow country. Period. End of story.
Yeah, that shit,
Never.
yeah, he's stuck. He should never have.
All right, finally, Matt, Amani, and Amy. Like I was saying in the beginning of the show, I hope this is not TLC's way of throttling us back into Gino, Jasmine, and Matt with the baby. Because
I called him G Jasma. We don't want G Jasma.
but let me say this couple right here. First of all, it's a side eye. You could do whatever you want in your relationship. That's your business, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
People do stuff like this. They do other things like this. If that's your lifestyle, that's your lifestyle.
Right.
But here we go again. I'm not divorcing my husband,
Absolutely not.
who I have kids with, that you claim you love so much, for I'll be nice about it,
A random.
a random that you want to bring in for a polygamy, whatever relationship.
Mm-hmm. Not gonna happen.
Why would I do this?
No.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Why are you so desperate? And I'm just like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I know you this your girlfriend, but I'm like, your wife look like way better than her.
Why the ladies always crying though? And that Amy, if that's your real name, girl, we're gonna get into that.
Random.
What? She's never like what Matt, but why the ladies always crying though?
Always.
Matt should
Because
find that a problem. Like Matt is the third wheel, and he don't recognize this. I don't understand why.
no, I don't think Matt the third wheel. I think that girl the third wheel. She just don't want to accept it. Because I think they always gonna fight over Matt. Because when she gave Matt a kiss, like, it's always something. Like, and then she have a problem. You can't be open and no you can't be poly but jealous. Why
No, but
do I got to tell you that I slept with our girlfriend? Why?
she
Ain't
told
that
the girlfriend that she wanted her. She don't want him.
Yeah,
She don't want that. She want
she
the girl.
lied? How you want the girl? Because the girl ain't got the money.
because she's not attracted. I told you, Matt's the third wheel.
Mm-hmm.
She's not
Think
attracted.
so?
The only person attracted to Matt is his wife,
Yep.
and that's maybe.
I don't think she attracted none of. I think she just hustling. It's all a game. They
But
just
again, but she
goofy.
ain't told her family either.
Of
Right.
course not. I'm not telling my family about my hustle. This ain't real. These fools, she probably laugh every time. These fools really coming over here about the pay.
But she's been beating around the bush, but now we'll just go ahead and roll into it. We know why. So Sunday's episode versus Monday streaming was the halfway into the series. Like I said, I joined right on time. So
Mm-hmm.
apparently, Matt and Amani went home, right? Amy went to home too. And some kind of way they thought they were messaging Amy, but it turned out to be, who was that? Amy's boyfriend? Her
Her ex-boyfriend.
okay. He's been getting the money, and he did it.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled a Mark's friend, told all her business. Told all her business, like, yeah, who you talking about? Brenda?
And she was mad when she was like, "What up, Brenda?" And she was like, "You sorry, mother."
Right.
Whatever she said in her language. Yeah.
Right. So they've been sending money, supporting, and so it was always a scam.
I'm sure.
Said, oh my God. So not only
that's why she ain't told her family.
That's exactly why she hadn't told her family. Crazy.
Anisha.
So what do you think about that, Devontae? About Brenda?
Because they scamming, pimping.
Pimping ain't easy.
We know what's going on. This couple is goofy. This is our parents coming over here on some freaky stuff, thinking about divorcing. Get with a random person from another country where they known to be scamming Americans. Like, is this not common sense?
Right.
So it's just like they just waiting to, like, why is they shocked? Like, y'all stupid. Y'all did not do none of y'all research. This shit that went past. Why this just couldn't be a girl y'all hook up with every now and then when y'all come out here? That's all it had to be. Or y'all could just pay for it. Why y'all gotta marry the girl?
And then, the wife, as the season's gonna go along, excuse me, talk about, can we bring a fourth person in? I said, oh, so you want more drama? 4 people. Ridiculous. So also in the upcoming season, we're going to see the ladies, Mina, Stevie, and Shekinah. Well, Stevie and Mina in some wedding dresses. Sarper is going to go on the run, supposedly.
I don't think they lying. He about to be around the corner like, oh, I fell asleep.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're lying too. I don't really remember seeing an upcoming for Greg and Joan, except for about getting married, except for Joan telling his mom that she need to like move out of her own house. I was like, the lies. Who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be here. And Jessica and Juan.
I mean, I don't like. She shouldn't have told his mama, like she need to be gone. But I feel like his mom should give him some space a little. Like, yes, it's your house, but your son got a girlfriend or whatever, a fiance. Like, chill. Like, why you coming upstairs every other day? He got a woman now. Like, you messing up the flow, mom. Don't keep coming in the room. You need some pasta. What? Mom, go downstairs. What you doing? Come on, I'm trying to. She was just rubbing my knee. Then here you come, offers the pasta. Mama, you just messing up my game. I gotta move. Now I gotta move.
Not just rubbing your knee. We know where that leads to, rubbing your knee.
Exactly. And then that blow it up. And every time he get to rubbing his knee, here come mom. Honey.
Right.
Look,
your bread is ready to go into the oven. Yeah, it is.
Like the yeast is rising. The yeast is rising, Greg.
Oh my gosh. Crazy. We see Juan and Jessica. I guess they had a joint bachelor and bachelorette party. And, she's probably telling him, she's telling him, it seemed like basically, if you don't want to be here, don't be here. I'm like, he never wanted to be there.
At all.
The first time, when he first met you and them kids, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? He just never really wanted to be there. So,
I'm better than me. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have been back on the boat somewhere. She had to catch me. I ain't gonna lie. She gonna have to catch me. Like, what kid? I don't know what they're talking about. I don't.
But here's the trip about that. Juan is not an American citizen, so it's not like she can get child support.
That's what I'm saying.
No social security number.
Juan, get back on the boat. It's all right, bro. It's all right. She can serve you papers, but it don't matter. You don't live here.
Mm-hmm. Where's she gonna serve him? How's she gonna get him to him if he live on the boat?
At this
and
point,
he always
Juan,
at sea.
Get out of there. Get out of there, Juan. You do not want to be stuck. No, bro. That is a mom. At this point, no.
He about to be the babysitter.
Yeah, she don't know. Mama don't know what she doing. She too much of a mom. She's on. It's over.
So, Devontae, you were talking about Jessica's friend and all that crying. What was you gonna say earlier about her?
Oh, why? Damn, you can't be more upset than me. No, come on now.
Yes, please.
If my friend out here being a little scandalous, and I know it because we friends. You know your friends be knowing what's really going on. Tyrone, I love you. Then you be in the corner. Now you know, girl. Now why you gonna sit there and lie? Y'all know. So I'm like, I ain't saying don't play up on it to make it seem like I ain't doing nothing. But you went a little too far. You crying? Why you crying?
Well,
I
Jessica
ain't
was
even
like,
crying.
that's why I protect you. I'm like, protect her from what?
Ma'am, y'all are grown with kids. At
Protect
this
her from
point,
what? Because you don't have to give her the tea. Right.
right? She going overseas on the cruise ship. She ain't supposed to be doing that with the cruise people. They working.
Exactly.
Why you ain't meet somebody that was an American from somewhere else? You could have found another one. Because he was so
She could have.
nice. They all nice on the cruise ship, ma'am.
Yeah, they trying to get
They
tips.
working, duh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man. I got some dude to tell me his real name. Like, boy,
Yeah, they're
your
all
name is not Greg. What is your real name? You from
right.
Chile? You from Chile and your name Greg? Greg?
Right. For them little
Uh,
twos and fews, as we call them, twos and fews, twos and five, little
did you talk
tips.
about what's their name? Aaliya?
Oh
Oh,
shoot. You know what? They're gonna go right behind Shekinah and Sarper because the Gordon's fisherman, Shawn and Alliya, he needs to stop stringing her along. He did it
yes.
when he was
He
over there
don't
in
want
Colombia.
her.
He wants his name? Daniel, David, whatever.
Douglas.
Douglas. Right. That's
Yeah.
who he wants. He wants a
Yeah.
man's man. He
Yeah.
don't want someone
Yeah.
in transition or
No.
that wants to be a woman. He wants a
Yeah.
man's man. And
And he don't even want to be married. He just want. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Mm.
I don't like that about him. And
But Aaliya, why did you come up here knowing he wants a man's man and you want to transition? He's not into women. So why would you
Nope.
transform into a woman and then come up here? He's
right,
not into
You
women.
should know. He ain't told his kids.
Man, you know
right.
I'm not telling my kids. This some goofy stuff. Might as well keep
But
it
he ain't
secret.
told his kids. So no, he don't want you.
Yeah.
And she
That's not
don't want him though. You want
Yeah.
you
When
you
she want
transition to a
implant.
woman. So you probably want a man's most likely. This man got who that lady that he got the dress soon as you walk in the door?
Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, Barbara Streisand. You don't want no Barbara Streisand. Come on now,
Mm-mm.
Aaliyah.
and you
Aaliyah,
know
it's a hustle on both sides.
I think that I don't think that she wants to be in America for the green card. I think she wants him for his money to get the enhancement that she wants. And then I believe that she would probably go back home. She just
Yeah.
wants,
She just want to come over here she found a sucker. Now I'm gonna get my body done so I can find who I really want so I can go back home and hustle.
Mm-hmm.
that's
You
it.
know what we doing? Right,
Mm-hmm.
and then they always try to reverse it. My dear, think I want you for the money. I'm
I didn't care for him the first
65.
time around. The first time around, I didn't care for him because you saw, the pain he put her through, and just, he kept telling her, this is not what I want, this is not what I want. But at the same time, remember, he was bringing all that hair and shopping for different clothes and doing all this other stuff, but kept talking about he still wants the Douglas part of her. You know what I'm saying? You can't
Right.
have it both ways.
I
You
think they
can't have
had
it
a
both
wild time. They sex life probably was amazing, and he can't let it go. But now Douglas wants to be Aaliyah, and it's too
and not just
he's
that, Devontae,
invested.
not to cut you off, not just that,
Hmm.
he's still seeing other people.
Mm-hmm.
He's not monogamous.
You think Aaliya was a monogamous? I don't believe it.
No, Shawn. It's seen
No,
other.
no, I don't believe
Oh
it.
no.
I'm saying I know he ain't, but I don't think she was either.
Yeah, but she got other ulterior motives for the cosmetic surgery.
Yeah, you're right.
Shawn knows this and is dangling things over her head so that she won't be as probably feminine when he's with her. I don't know. I don't like that relationship at all.
Yeah, I feel like he gonna try to get her to sign something like a prenup / you can't never get bottom surgery.
He did present her with papers.
Yep. I feel like it's gonna be a prenup and something about her getting.
Yeah.
You cannot get bottom surgery.
Wow, that would be a bombshell, but not surprising. But not surprising from Shawn.
Yeah.
So yeah, I forgot about them. But those Sarper and Shekinah and Shawn and Alliya, top 2 going forward, so we get them out the way.
Oh, I always fast forward through Shekinah and them. I was just like, what is a waste? Why did you introduce your daughter? Don't even live here. Who cares?
Right.
Like,
Right.
your daughter going back to boarding school. She little Wednesday. Little Wednesday, go back to school.
She going, what is it? East Lake from Facts of Life. East Lake School.
Yeah,
East Lake School for girls.
All right, you acting like, well, I don't know you. You don't know your mama either. It's all right.
Oh my gosh, Devontae. On that note,
mute your mic.
Right, mute your mic. We're about to go anyways. Any final thoughts? We'll be back next week to talk about it now. So I'm ready to hear what Jordan, whatever her name is. I'm ready for the luncheon with Miss Mina. I bet she starts speaking French.
What would be funny if Jay's like, yeah, I can speak French, so we can, so you can understand everything. That would be hilarious.
That'd be crazy.
Hilarious.
I think they kind of like, I get what they saying, but I'm like, man, he been with her 5 years. Now is he probably a cheater? Probably. But I'm like, you saying a Jade replica? I'm like, I wouldn't say
she
replica.
do favor her.
Dude,
she do.
Y'all need to look at them pictures again. They don't look nothing close. That is not
they
no replica.
Favor a little bit, yes.
Well,
yeah.
the for them. So clearly, what's his name?
Mark
like it chocolate.
He got a type. Yeah, but what is the favoring? You got a type. They not. You would never mistake them as sisters. That's not fair.
No, they would be cousins.
They're like in a certain age, like late 20s, 30s.
Mm-hmm. Long hair.
But she kind of look 40 though.
No, but still petite, tall. That's when you talk about you favor, certain characteristics you favor. So Mark definitely has a type, but
he like that long weave on him.
I said, dang, Mark, you love black women, but ain't none of your kids black. Well, I guess you got one now.
Well, little baby girl is. That's why Jordan probably man.
Yeah,
don't have no more kids.
Jordan got a black man too. I forgot about that. She got her half and half. It run in the family.
Yeah. If you can have one, I can too.
So, I mean, I guess the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
We're not talking about no babies or no little future cheering. Okay.
Right. No, but Jordan was mad because she was like, what if I want to have a kid and then my dad have a kid? That's just weird. It is, but leave that man alone.
Yeah, but your dad is an old player, baby. Get down with it. Get down with it. You're going to still have something left in the trust fund, just not as much as you thought.
Right. Love the player, hate the game.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. Your dad like young women, and he got to pay.
Yeah.
Especially if he gonna be moving them to New Hampshire. You definitely triple.
Woo! Freezing in New Hampshire. When they said New Hampshire, you know me. I was like,
what's the breakdown in New Hampshire?
It sounds boring, especially for black people. New Hampshire. You couldn't even get no street cred. I'm repping the New Hampshire. Like, get off the screen.
I think isn't that the last state up there, or one of them next to Vermont? There's like the last two before you get up to the other side of the Canada up there.
I don't want to lie to you.
Yeah, I think it's New Hampshire. I think Maine is on top of New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Boring, another boring place. Just boring and boring.
It's up there. It's cold there too. I think it's probably colder there than it is.
It's real vanilla.
You don't gotta say that. New Hampshire, girl.
Right.
So, all right, y'all. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for waiting on me to come back. I really appreciate it. As mentioned earlier, like I said, I'm in a remission status now, so things are back on track. So I'm just getting my energy back and, continue to move forward over here on this channel. So I appreciate each and every one of you. I really, truly do. Not just saying that, I really do. So, all right, y'all. Well, I will see you next Monday for the live.
Bye.
See you later. Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye. Good
Have a
night.
good night.